Time to look ahead to the final of the ICC Under-19 Men's Cricket World Cup 2024. India versus Australia. This promises to be a good one, and here are a few things to look out for. First up, the toss factor. How big is it? How crucial is it? What are teams likely to do? Now, I was surprised India decided to bowl first, having batted throughout the tournament before the semi-final, but you can understand why. Surface doesn't really change much. There is assistance early mornings for the faster bowlers, and that will be a threat with the quality of Australia's seamers. I see both captains winning the toss and wanting to chase again. It's how the semi-finalists won their games, albeit they were close chases and they could have gone either way if certain moments had been played better. Historically, 10 finals out of 14 have been won by the chasing team, so that gives you an indication. The under-19 boys are not afraid to chase in a final. As far as what could be the key passages of play that might decide this final, let's start with Australia's pacers against India's top order. It sounds generic, but there is a deeper analysis to look out for here. Straker, Beardman, Weidler. These are the three gun pacers that Australia have, and they did well to play all three of them in the semi-final. That's not always happened through the tournament. They've always rested one or the other. They will go all-out attack against India, bowling first or second. However, they do have slightly poorer numbers against left-hand batters than right-hand batters. Now, when you look at an average of 19, it's not bad. But then you compare how they've gone against right-hand batters, they have just not let anyone get away. Given India's top 7 have 5 right-handers, Adarsh Singh, their left-handed opener, who got an absolute jaffer in the semi, is a really important player. I still think he's India's standout batter along with Sachin Das. He hasn't got the hundreds, but he's played the innings under pressure. He has the game to counter the quality of Australia's pace. So if he bats long, he brings that slight uncomfortableness that the Australian pacers have against left-handers into play. Tom Straker, who picked up 6 in the semi-final, said he does not like bowling to left-handers in as many words when he was speaking at the Player of the Match interview. So that's something you need to try and keep maintaining a left-hander at the crease. They only have Adarsh and Aravali Avanish Rao, who hasn't had much game time in the middle. Let's turn it around now. India's spinners versus Australia's batters. India, unlike Australia, will be dependent on spin. They're not going to make a change to the balance of their 11 into the final, so you'll only have the 2 outright seamers, and Soumya Pandey again becomes a really important controlling factor in the middle. Just speaking to him ahead of the final, he says his job is just about control, and from what we saw, the way Pakistan spinners bowled to Australia's batters, he could come into the game really early. I don't see him being held back, even though the best player for the Australian team is a left-hander in Harry Dixon. Also, the games are now coming thick and fast in Benoni. There might be more turn in this surface than we have seen previously, where it's really assisted the fast bowlers with the new ball. And finally, if you ask me who's favorites, I think it's a really close call. India might just be favorites, but that's only because I think they've handled the pressure so much better in the semi-final than Australia did. Australia should have made that semi-final easy. India did make it difficult for themselves, but there was a lot of quality bowling from South Africa. I think what I'd love to see is in this final, you have the 2 standout captains of the tournament. Tactically, they have been on the money. Uday Saharan for India, Hugh Wybkin for Australia. It was tactical errors that caused the difference between winning and losing in the semis. Sachin Das is an excellent batter, but he did not face one ball from South Africa's best bowlers until he was on 70. That's Mapaka and Lees. On the other hand, Pakistan's captain did not introduce the left-arm orthodox spinner because he felt like there were 2 left-handers at the crease in Dixon and Oliver Peak. The minute the left-arm spinner came in, he changed the game. He kept Pakistan in it. I don't see these kind of tactical errors playing out, just given how good Saharan and Wybkin have been. Australia have a better 3rd and 4th bowler. They will challenge India even if they get 2 or 3 wickets early. India's spinners, especially Soumya Pandey, doesn't shy on taking the new ball, nor does Mushir Khan. So they will be introduced early as well. So you could see a really high standard of cricket in the final as far as the tactics go. Whoever gets their tactics slightly wrong might end up regretting it.